Hi guys, oh no, hi guys, People Stage Ball here, and today we're gonna be continuing to um to um to visit the top 10 closest stars to Earth in Starship Simulator. Um, so last time we were at Wolf 359, which we completed, and then I had to leave because I had to eat dinner. But um, but now um, but now we are continuing at starting with GI 65A. There's the planet we were at last time. Uh, Jeez, man, 30 light years. Here it is. Send to helm. Oh, okay. I think it was that tablet thing again. Okay. So while we're going over there, I am okay. While we're going over there, I am going to put the music on that we were listening to last time. Oh, and my buddy's flapping her wings. Okay. This is taking quite a while. The heck? Did there used to be like food cloner stuff in here? What the heck happened? Uh, Hey, we have to be almost there, right? Please tell me we're almost there. Oh, yep, we're almost there, judging by how massive this star is out the window. We're definitely almost there. Yeah. So it looks like, this one has just one planet, and, yeah, and it's a rocky planet. Use sensor target. Oh, dang, that's pretty close if it's not showing the AU thing. Okay. Oh, the heck? The heck? What? Weird. So this planet, it looks like almost white-ish with like beige, or like brownish, like splotches on it, and it also has a blue atmosphere with a red sunset. Okay. So that is literally the only planet in this system. Next up we have Sirius. Here it is. And then, if I remember correctly, this one has a lot of planets in it. And, well, in real life, you don't really know about any planets in the Sirius system. But in here, it has tons of planets. So. And then, I'm also going to scan it. Yep. Lots of planets here. Lots of planets. It's a bit loud right now. So, well, now it, okay, what I was talking about, my music, but it definitely seems to have quieted down a little bit. What's in here? Oh. Oh, okay, I know what this is. Oh. Come on, man. Hey! Okay, how close are we? Oh, dang, we're almost there. Okay. Sirius is definitely pretty bright. Yeah. So, I think we've already seen this one in a different live stream here. So, yeah. So first up we have B. And B looks really hot at I think that's 540 Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot. And it looks to be pretty much all white with a few gray splotches around it. And then there's also a blue atmosphere with a red sunset. Again. Next up we have C. It's also a rocky planet, and it's pretty hot at 332 Fahrenheit. So C looks like it has. So it looks like it's mostly this it's like this like bluish color. They kind of bluish purple, but it's not ocean. It looks more like mountains, and then it has a white, like also pretty much everywhere on it, and then it has a pretty thick blue atmosphere by the way it looks. So next up we have D, which is another rocky planet, and it still looks pretty hot at 132 Fahrenheit. Go on, there we go. Okay, so this is D, right? Yeah, this is D. So D, it looks like it's mostly gray with some white splotches around it, and then it also has a pretty thick blue atmosphere, and then it looks like it has a red sunset. E next, which is another rocky planet. this one looks like it has a lot of water on it because of the sides of it. And then it also has like white or orangish mountains, like all throughout its surface, or just land or whatever. And then it also has white clouds and a thick blue atmosphere. This one is actually really pretty, and if I remember correctly, it's actually surprisingly cold for water. Yeah, -5 Fahrenheit, -20 Celsius, which is below freezing. Freezing is 0 in Celsius. Uh, B, C, D, E, F. We have F next. What? A, there we go. Or, yeah. So this one looks like it has like light gray with white like craters on it, and then it also has dark gray mountains and a thick blue atmosphere with the red sunset. So I think this is G. B, C, D, E, F, G. Yep. The first gas giant in the system. So this one looks a little bit like Jupiter, but it has a lot less orange bands. I mean, like, technically it does, even though it's mostly orange, but this is mostly due to the massive orange band in the middle there. And at the top, I see like 2 at the top. So I see 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom. Then it has white bands in between the big one and the 2 at the poles. And then for some reason it looks like it has a like smaller blue atmosphere, like kind of like dark blue. I'm not sure why that happened. Maybe it's a glitch or something. Oh, the heck! There we go. A, B. Wait, no. B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is H. So H looks pretty similar to Saturn, and then I don't know if you saw that, but it has a blue North Pole. It's still kind of visible, but it's not as visible. And then it's a pale yellow, similar to Saturn, and it actually looks a lot like Saturn actually. And then it doesn't look like it has any extra atmosphere like I think G that was before we looked at this one. I think this one's I. Oh, my game's kind of laggy right now. That was perfect timing. Okay, so it looks like I looks a lot like Jupiter. Pretty much exactly like Jupiter even. With a white band, and an orange one, and a white one. Then an orange one, and a white one. I think the only thing that's missing is the storm. Jupiter has a storm, and this one doesn't. I think this one is J. Yeah, J. I think. So J looks a lot like Saturn, and well, actually it looks kind of different from Saturn, because well it has a blue North Pole, and then it has a white, mostly white northern hemisphere, and a mostly white, and a mostly pale yellow southern hemisphere with the white South Pole. So that one looks a little bit like Saturn, but also looks pretty different from Saturn. Next up, we have, I think this is K. Yeah, Sirius has a lot of planets in this game, despite us not knowing of like any at all in real life. So. Dang, this one looks so much like Jupiter. It's almost identical. This one is basically Jupiter. So, I mean, it does have a blue north pole, but I think that's the only difference. It has white and orange bands. Okay, maybe that's maybe there's two differences because I don't see any storms on here. But yeah, this one looks nearly identical to Jupiter, which is pretty cool. Well, okay, hold on. Okay. Well, it's like 6 times the distance from, so, so the distance from Neptune to the Sun is about 30 AU, I think, but the distance from this one to its star is like 6 times that almost, at 178 AU, about that. So yeah, so that's it for the entirely fictional Sirius system. Well, apart from the star, anyway. Sirius is real, but the planets here are not. Okay, Lolanda 21185. Okay, oh, that's right, 20 light years. Here it is. Yeah, so like I said, last time, we were doing this, I don't think any of the planets in, well, outside the solar system in this game are real. Because, and that is based off of the orbits. So, yeah. So it looks like we're pretty far away. Oh man. Come on, man. Seriously? Hey! Come on, man. The heck? Oh, and we're here. Okay. Hey, this is blinding light again. Planetary system. There's one gas giant, and it looks like it's a hot Jupiter. So this one just looks basically like Jupiter, but more pale. So, so it has a, so it has like tealish, brownish band at the top. But other than that, it's entirely white and very pale orange. And then it also has a really big pale orange storm there. So it's basically Jupiter. It looks almost exactly like Jupiter, actually. I mean, I think the only difference is the size. I'm not sure, but I think it might be half the size of Jupiter. Okay. So that's that system. GI 808. That's the next one. So again, it's not within 10 light years, how about 20? Uh, 808. That's not it. Neither is that. Geez, how far is this thing? There it is. 16 light years. Dang. We're pretty far from it. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh man. The heck was that, man? The heck? What the heck? The heck is happening? Yeah. Uh. Oh. Wait. I I thought I I could have sworn that yeah, I could have sworn that when I made this thing I said no crew, but I guess not. Hey, please tell me we're almost there. Yeah, looks like we are. Right, there it is. And there's the blinding light. Cool. Okay, so it looks like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets, 4 of which are rocky, 2 of which are gassy. So the first one, B, looks pretty hot at 270 Fahrenheit. Okay. So it looks like this one it's basically white and it has like kind of beigeish splotches on it, and then it has a blue atmosphere with a red sunset. Again, okay. Next up we have C. Wait. So C looks pretty hot at 98 Fahrenheit. That is still definitely pretty hot. But me personally, I've seen hotter and I've survived hotter, so technically I could live on it. It would just suck a lot. Like based purely on the temperature. So this one looks pretty similar to C. I mean B, and obviously looks similar to C because it is C. So this one is white, beige splotches in a blue atmosphere with a red sunset. Next up, we have a D. It looks pretty cold at -24 Fahrenheit. So D looks a lot like Mars. And that it is a little pale red, but okay. So it looks like this part is pale red, but this part is a little bit more vibrant, and it has a darker like mountains and stuff. Then it also has a blue atmosphere with the red sunset, and it also has pretty big white clouds up there. So yeah. Okay. Next up, we have E, which is very cold at -115 Fahrenheit. Okay, so this one is white, and it has like kind of brownish spots on it, and then it has a blue atmosphere with a red sunset yet again, and then I don't see any clouds on it. Next up, we have F, which is a gas giant. And this one looks kind of similar to Jupiter. Actually, it looks pretty similar to Jupiter. So it's mostly white at the top, or yeah, at the North Pole, with one orange band and one teal band. It has three massive orange bands in the middle there, and then it has four massive orange bands, sorry, and then 1, 2, 3 white bands. So, and I don't see any storms on it, so it's kind of similar in appearance to Jupiter. And it's about the size of Jupiter too. And B, C, D, E, F, G. So we have G next. This one also looks pretty similar to Jupiter, but it has rings like Saturn's, as in they're pretty huge. So this one is teal, then white, then orange, then more teal, then white, then more teal, then brown, teal, white, then orange, then white, then orange, and then white, from what I can see here. And then it has one storm. I see one storm right there in the northern hemisphere. And it looks pretty much like Jupiter, except it has the rings of Saturn, basically. And I think that is it for this system. Next up, we have a GI 905. Here it is. This one looks fairly close. And it looks like it has one planet. Sir? So this one looks like it's a hot Jupiter at 480 Fahrenheit. And it's pretty close, considering it's not displaying it in AU. And I can literally see it from the star. So it kind of looks like it's glowing, but I don't know why. I'm not sure why it looks like it's glowing. So this one looks very similar to Jupiter, just sideways. So it has mostly white south and north poles. It has one, two, three, four orange bands in the middle, separated by white. And it has two storms. So yeah, this one looks pretty similar to Jupiter. It's literally just a hot Jupiter. That's basically what it is. Okay. HIP 92403. 20 light years. Dang, how far is this thing? Here it is. Yep, there it is. Okay. So it looks like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planets. Yeah, we definitely got a while until we reach that. The heck? Oh man, I hit the table. Oh, and I'm stuck in the wall. Cool. There we go. Almost. Wait, can this work? Hey, it worked. I'm in the table again. I'm in the table again. Hey. That was the wrong button. Come on, man. The heck is this one doing? If only when I threw these they broke. I think that would be funny. The freaking mean work in progress. It's just, like, it's just like a bottle of alcohol for some reason. Why did they even think that putting alcohol on a spaceship was a good idea in the first place? The heck? Wait. Oh, we're here, but I just had a question. Oh, wrong button there. Can I press the keys with the wine bottle? Where'd it go? No, it doesn't look like it. Man. Okay. What the heck? Yeah, there we go. Hey, there's the, like, really blinding light again. Oh, wrong button. So, first up we have B. And again, it looks really close to its star. So, it is really hot at 420 Fahrenheit. So it looks like pale orange, but it has like pale dark green spots on it. And then it also has a blue atmosphere with orange sunset actually. And then it has white clouds. Okay, next up we have C. So, C looks like it is pale yellow color with brown mountains, I think. And then it has a blue sky with another orange sunset. And then it has white clouds. Okay. Next up, we have D. So this one, it looks a little bit like Mars, but not that much. It has the pale reddish color, the darker spots, and then it has a blue atmosphere with a red sunset, or orange or red, I'm not sure. And then it has white clouds, so it's kind of like Mars, but not really. E, next up. Okay. So this one is white with I think pinkish mountains. And then it has a blue atmosphere with a red sunset, and it looks really thin. And then next up we have F. And before I go, it doesn't look like E has any clouds, but F next. So F looks like it looks I'm okay, you know what? So it has a pale yellowy orange surface with pale dark brown splotches on it, and then it has a blue sky with a reddish orange sunset, and then it also has white clouds. Okay, next up we have G, which is about double the distance as F, it looks like. So G looks like it has, so it kind of looks like a cross between Jupiter and Saturn, because it has like pale yellowy orange on it, like on its mostly entire northern hemisphere and its southern pole, but it has white in between the two. So that one looks kind of cool. Next up, we have, I think this is H. So this one looks a lot like Jupiter again. And then it has another turquoise southern pole. And then it also has a teal-ish band down there if you saw that. But overall, it looks a lot like Jupiter with its white and orange bands, but no storm. It does not have a storm. Okay. And the last system on the list, and I've actually visited this one before, and this one is actually one of my personal favorites in the game. That is the Kale 9352. It is this one. And then if I scan it, you'll notice that the planets actually have names. And in this game, the planets only have names if there's sapient life in the system. So that is why it is one of my favorite systems in the game that I've seen so far. And it is the 10th closest star system to the Earth other than the solar system. So it's just 2 minutes away. And then obviously this system probably doesn't have sapient life in it in real life, as none of the planets in this game are real, but I think it's cool in this game anyway, because it does have sapient life. Okay, we're almost there. So in this one, I'm going to be referring to the planets based on their names on here. So first up, we have Mayura. And it looks like it is a hot Jupiter. So Mayura has So it's mostly brown, but if you saw it up there, it has a kind of pale brown North Pole. It's more beige than brown, I'd say. But okay, and next up we have Isurio. So this one is looks a lot like Earth. It has blue oceans, like pale green land, and what looks like a thin blue atmosphere with an orange sunset. And then, but it does have a lot more islands, than Earth. Like, there's a lot of islands here. And then, and then here's the description of it. The dark side of Isurio is frigid and uninhabitable, bordered by an ice cliff dozens of kilometers high. Strong winds blow from one hemisphere to the other, with a single massive cyclone dominating the star-facing side of the planet. The landmass in the temperate region is home to a feudal, pre-technological civilization. So, feudal and pre-technological tells me that this planet is basically like technologically in medieval Europe, basically. Anyway, next up we have Aria. So Aria looks dark brown with more light brown or pale brown or whatever, like mountains or craters or valleys or whatever. And then it has even lighter brown craters on it, and it doesn't really look very interesting at all. It has no atmosphere, no clouds, no water, no nothing. It's just brown rock, basically. Furia next. This one is like basically gray, mostly dark gray, but it also has light gray mountains or valleys or whatever. And then it has light gray craters on it as well. And it has a thick It looks greenish blue atmosphere with an orange sunset. Next up, and finally, we have Livia. Again, what the heck? The heck's happening, man? There we go. So this one, this one looks pretty similar to, what was the other one called again? It's called Aria. This one looks really similar to Aria, with its, dark brown, like mostly dark brown, and palish brown, and no atmosphere, no clouds. But it does look like it has more, pale brown on it, and it also has, more, like, pale, brown craters on it. So, yeah. I am going, to go back to the sun now. Oh, I guess not to the sun, but rather to the earth. Almost there. Weird. It doesn't look like yours has like any lights on it. Weird. Yeah, anyway, um, so yeah, um, so I think it's so now, oh no, so so now that I looked at all of the um all of the planets in the top 10 closest star systems to Earth, I think I should probably go now. Bye, guys.